up, everybody? It's your boy McCarley330 here, coming at you with another video today. And guess what, guys? It's almost Christmas. So this video is going to be all about Christmas noobs. So every year around Christmas time, there are a bunch of new people who get the game for the first time on Christmas Day or on Christmas Eve, whatever your tradition is. So if you're new to Madden this year, if you're getting it for the first time for Christmas, or if you're diving into Ultimate Team for the first time around Christmas time, this video is just for you. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know, everything to help you get prepared, and everything to learn what to expect in Madden Ultimate Team, especially if you've never played it before. It's a lot of fun to play, so I definitely recommend trying it out. And we're going to dive into everything you need to know. I'm going to go over everything you could possibly want to know about Madden Ultimate Team. We're going to get into it right now. Okay guys, so we're in Ultimate Team here. This is what the UI looks like right now. We're in the middle of the Zero Chill promo for Madden Ultimate Team. So it's a lot of Christmas stuff. It's all Christmas themed, as you can see here. We got Gingerbread Men, we got new players, all kinds of stuff. EA will drop promos throughout the year. Usually they try to do one once every 4 weeks or so. There's usually content that comes out every week, whether it's just new cards that come out on a certain day, whatever the case is. We'll get into how to find all that stuff out here at the end of the video. But we're just going to start with taking a look around Madden Ultimate Team and what it looks like. So here is your UI. This is what you're going to see when you log into Madden Ultimate Team. What we're going to focus on is basically how players work, and there's these things called power-ups. So you get a base player and you power them up, basically, and that's how you get the best items in Madden. So we'll take a look at my team here, and I'll show you what I mean. Most of my team is based on a power-up because to get the best abilities possible on a player, you got to power them up, right? So you can see here all these players are powered up. All right, so every power-up starts with like a purple card. We'll go over that. We'll take a look at our binder and see what that is. So up here in the top right-hand corner, as you can see here, if you look over my shoulder in the top right-hand corner of the screen, you're going to see your team overall, which mine is at 93 right now. You're going to see your MUT level, which it goes up to 80. You're going to see your coin count, your MUT points, which is points that you purchased in the store. We'll get to that in a second as well. Training. Training is a very important currency. It's the most valuable currency in Madden Ultimate Team. Besides coins, coins and training honestly go hand in hand with their level of importance. So training is used on power-up players. We're going to dive into power-up players right now. Look at the item binder. And in the item binder, this shows you every card that you own. Every card in here is something that you've earned, bought, traded, whatever the case is. All your cards you'll find in this binder. All right. So we're going to sort by program just to take a look at the power-ups. You click on the program option here, and you can actually find a power-up option in here, right here. So power-up. You click on power-up, it's going to show you every power-up you have in your binder. Alright, so as you can see, I have 189 of them. You just collect them like crazy. Every time you open a pack, there's probably going to be a power-up in it. Some of them are valuable, some of them are not. So anyway, let's start with the base power-up to give you an idea what you use them for. Alright, so let's take a look at Anthony Munoz here, right? This is a base power-up. If you click on his item and then click upgrade, this is going to take you to how you power this player up. And it's going to tell you how much training you need to upgrade this player. And as you upgrade him, it costs more training. And as you upgrade him, as you spend more training on these players, these ability slots and chemistry slots will unlock as you upgrade him. Alright, eventually you get him powered up all the way. You get an item here. You keep powering him up, and then it gives you the final item there. So that's the max he can be, is 95 overall, right? So you're going to keep powering him up until he gets there, if this is a card you want to invest in, all right? Left tackle, pretty important position if you ask me. So yeah, that's just kind of how powers work. You get training by quick selling cards. In previous years, if you played Madden Ultimate Team previously, and are just kind of coming back to it, previous years you could quick sell your cards for coins. That's still the case on certain cards. Certain cards do have a coin value, but most cards now get quick sold for training. We'll take a look at what I mean by that. So each card overall has a different training value. So you find a card in your binder, and let's take a look at Tressway here, right? Punter, 82 overall punter. So I click on Tressway, and it tells me that I can quick sell this item for 365 training. So when I quick sell him, that'll add 365 training to my total. Right, and this is how you get training. It's the only way you can get training. Some solos offer a little bit of training, but it's not very much. So the main way you're going to accrue training is by quick selling what's in your binder or items you get out of packs. All right. So every item has a different training value. The higher their overall, the more training they sell for. If you have an item that's NAT, that's non-auctionable, non-tradable, their quick sell value is cut in half of what the normal quick sell value is for that overall. Okay, so any cards that you have, this 82 overall card, if I had them as NAT, that training value would be cut in half. And that works for any NAT, whatever their overall is. If they are NAT, their training value gets cut in half. Okay, so that's how power-ups work. And power-ups are very important. Like I said, you're going to want to invest in them even though they're kind of, you know, it's kind of monotonous. Training is a big investment, you know, because you're going to be buying players out of the auction house just to quick sell them. But I'd be lying if I said it wasn't basically fundamental in Madden Ultimate Team at this point. So the next thing we're going to talk about here, we're going to move on to solo challenges. So solo challenges are games you can play against the computer. They're really good when you're just starting out and you don't have a great team. I'm going to highlight what solos you should be looking at as far as which solos give the best rewards. You get rewards for solos. Some of them are coins, sometimes they give you players, sometimes you do enough solos and you get a good player, that sort of thing. So what I'm going to do, you have all these options to choose from, right? You have all these options to choose from. These are all the promos and programs that are available in Madden Ultimate Team right now. I'm going to highlight the ones that I think are most worthwhile as far as what gives you the best rewards, all right? So we'll work from the bottom to the top because these go from oldest to newest in terms of what you get out of them, okay? So what we're going to do here is the first set we're going to look at is these MUT Superstar solos. All right, in previous years, the rule with solos was you do all the solos that are available in the set and then you get your reward. You have to do them all. You have to complete them all to get the reward. That's no longer the case. Now they do them in milestones, and each solo has a different difficulty rating where you can earn stars. Okay, so you earn stars by doing the solo on different difficulties. As you can see here, most of them have a max of 5 stars. So you can choose the difficulty based on easy for 1 star, medium for 2 stars, or hard for 3 stars, right? So those are your base. That's what you'll get no matter what, just for winning the solo. And then if you look over there on the right-hand side, you'll see that there are bonus objectives. Bonus objectives gives you the extra stars. So this, for instance, this one would be score a passing touchdown by the end of your first drive and don't get sacked. So you do all those things on the hardest difficulty, you get 5 stars. All right. So as you're going through here, you're checking off these milestones. As you go through the milestones, it's going to show you what you get, right? So you get an 84 to 85 NAT Superstar Fantasy Pack. And then at Tier 2, you get an 89 to 90, which is the Superstar Master, all right? So I would recommend doing these solos because you get a free 89 to 90 overall player of your actually, it's not a fantasy pack. You just get a random one. I lied. It's not a fantasy pack. So you get an 89 to 90 overall master. So I recommend doing that because you're getting a free 90 overall player. And there are some good ones in there that are still getting played today, especially if you pull Pat Mahomes from this pack because he's actually really valuable right now. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the game with his recent upgrade. So definitely recommend doing the Superstar solos. We're going to keep moving. Take a look at the next solo set I think is worth grinding, and that's going to be the Gauntlet. All right, so the Gauntlet is exactly what it sounds like. It's a gauntlet. These solos are long and tiring, but they are worth it because you do get some good items in here if you are willing to put in the time. All right, so these are your rewards again. Just check the milestones, see what's in there. That'll help you determine if these solos are worth it or not. Take a look at the rewards you can get and decide if that's worth your time. All right, so the big one here is this Gauntlet 1 Fantasy Pack. It's a fantasy pack of 5 players that you can pick. They're all 89 overall, I believe, for the first gauntlet. And then in the second gauntlet, which I'll get to in a second, there's an upgrade token that you can upgrade those 89 overall players to 92. All right, and there's some really good ones in there, so I definitely recommend doing the gauntlet. All right, but these are all your milestones. In these gauntlet expert tokens, where you can get all the stars possible, you can see it's for 150 stars. If you do that, you'll get the gauntlet expert token, which will be used at the end of the year. So I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm definitely planning on doing it at some point. So that's it for Gauntlet 1. These Journey solos, these to me are not necessarily worth it because the player you're going to get out of here is an 88 overall. If you do the first one, you get a Journey Master, Michael Thomas. He's an 88 overall. It's a real grind. These solos take forever. I mean forever, right? So these solos are a grind. They're a real grind, and it's going to take you a ton of time. But that Journey Completion token is going to be used in the end of the year, much like the Gauntlet. So I don't know what the Journey Master is going to end up being. So it's up to you to decide if you want to do them all. This is probably as far as I will go on the Journey solos, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. All right, so that's it for the Journey. NFL Epics. These solos are really important. I definitely recommend doing these because not only is the Baker Mayfield that you get out of here decent for a starting team, but these solos are a good way to grind XP. So if you see there, you have a MUT level. The level goes up based on your performance. So you get XP for doing challenges, playing games, doing all that kinds of stuff. These Baker Mayfield solos, if you ask anyone in the Madden community, are the best solos for grinding level XP in a hurry, right? So this one in particular, Week 3, Moment 4. All right, remember this solo. Week 3, moment 4. All right, you come in here, you do the solo. All you have to do is throw a touchdown on the first play. That's not what the solo says, but it's really easy because it's on arcade. The team you're playing against is really bad. Everybody's really slow, right? So you're going to come in here and you're going to just spam this solo as much as you possibly can because you're going to level up the fastest doing it. I still recommend doing all the other solos, but once you get those done and you're still looking to grind XP, this solo, week 3, moment 4, and the Baker Mayfield set. Remember that solo. All right, so I recommend doing those as well. The Journey Part 2, I mentioned that too. This one you get a Byron Jones. He's a little bit better overall, but it's still the same grind. These solos take forever. All right, but these are the next ones you really want to do. The MUT Hero solo. Much like the NFL Superstar solo, if you check the milestones, you're going to get an NAT Hero Fantasy Pack. So this one, you do get to choose whatever hero you want. I think they're not between 90 and 91 overall, if I remember correctly. There's some really good cards in there that I'm still using today and are still included in the power-up path for some of these good players. So I definitely recommend doing the MUT Heroes as well. All right, so next we're going to move on to NFL 100. So the NFL 100 is a promo that's released. If you've been following the 100 greatest NFL players of the all-time team on the NFL Network, Madden Ultimate Team is doing a promo with them, and all these solos are still available. You want to make sure you do all these solos, and they're really easy. They're like one-play drives or whatever the case is. They're really easy, and at the end of it, you're going to get a you're going to end up getting a Centennial Pack after the promo is over. After next week when they release the quarterbacks, the promo will be over and you'll get what's called a Centennial Pack. That is going to be a guaranteed 94 to 95 overall NFL 100 player, and there are plenty of good ones to choose from. So definitely come in here and do these solos. These solos are still available. They don't expire, so make sure you get in there and do those. All right, the last set I'm really going to talk about as far as good solos to do are going to be the Gauntlet 2. Much like the first Gauntlet, it gives you a great player. These players that you get out of here are 92 overall. They're not 89s, they're 92, so that's really good. There's a really good Marshall Yanda in here if you need offensive line help. Marshall Yanda's been really great for me. He's definitely one of the best options in this pack. But also you get that G2 upgrade token. You can see there at tier 7, and that's what you're going to use to upgrade your Gauntlet 1 player from 89 overall to 92. So definitely want to make sure you're doing those. All right, so the next thing that we are going to talk about is missions. Missions are new in Madden 20. Basically, it's something to keep you engaged throughout the year as far as things you can keep doing to kind of earn rewards, right? So there are 2 players you're going to get when you hit Madden Ultimate Team. You're going to get a Level Master, Torrey Holt, and you're going to get a MUT Master, Pat Tillman. So the Level Master, Torrey Holt, you're going to get collectibles as you level up to upgrade your Torrey Holt. Right, so as you get all the way up to level 80, he can be a 96 overall. Pat Tillman, you're going to have to grind out some stats to upgrade him. You're going to get him, and you're going to get him upgraded as you do more stats too. So if you come over to the Missions tab, I'll show you exactly where to look so you can track your progress for MUT Master. So under the Missions tab, what you're going to look for is going to be MUT Dedication, which is right here. So click on MUT Dedication and look for MUT Master. Right here. See how mine says 100% complete? So click on MUT Master, and this is going to tell you everything you need to do to get Pat Tillman, and it'll also track where you are with that. If you see there in the top right-hand corner of this little graphic there, it says complete 25 daily objective list. Basically, it says I'm at 25 of 25, so I got that done. So that'll tell you where you are, how much further you have to go, things like that. All right, so definitely come in here, check your progress, and that's another reason why that Baker Mayfield solo that I mentioned is so good, because it's really good for, you know, getting all these passing yards and things like that you have to get. So come in here, check this out. Don't forget to check your missions and see where you are, and it'll tell you how much further you need to go. The other thing that you need to look at is daily engagement milestones, because these are what you get for completing daily checklists, right? As you complete daily checklists, you get rewards. You can see here in 10 days, I'm at 140 out of 150. In 10 days, I get a 93 to 94 overall power-up pass. Power-up passes can be used to skip a player item in an item's power-up path. So if you're powering up Pat Mahomes and you need his 90 overall card, but it's 400K in the auction house like it is right now, then you can just use an 89 to 90 power-up pass to skip that item. Same concept here with the 93 to 94. If there's an item you're trying to power up, they have a 93, 94 overall card that you don't want to pay for or you can't find, this power-up pass will get you past it. So make sure you're checking these. All you have to do to complete your daily mission, guys, it's so easy. All you have to do to complete your daily mission is win 2 games. You can do 2 solos. Do 2 quick solos, and then you're done. And then you buy a pack. You can buy a 500 coin pack from the store if you want. I usually do get a gold player. We're going to go to the store here in a second, but there's some pretty good stuff you can pull out of these packs, so that's what I would recommend. All right, make sure you're doing this every day. Even if you're logging in, it takes 2 minutes to do this. find yourself 2 minutes a day to log in and spam 2 solos and buy a pack, and it's going to help you, I promise. Alright, so that's pretty much all I want to cover for missions. There are other missions in here. If you look at series progression, it'll tell you where you are as far as level cap, and it'll tell you what you get as you level up. All that stuff is there. Just come in here and mess around with these. You know, I can't stress that enough, because when I first started Madden Ultimate Team, it was also just after Christmas. I started right after the new year in Madden 17, and I had no idea what I was doing or what I was looking at. I had no idea about the mode, anything like that. So what really helped me was videos just like this one, and then me coming in here on my own and just messing around. And it's a lot different now than it was back then, but I feel much more comfortable because I spent that time, you know, just coming in here, clicking around and seeing what different stuff did, right? So let's talk about the store, right? So the store is where you can buy packs, and you can also engage with other things. Like right now they're in the middle of the Zero Chill promo, right? So they have presents for sale. These are where you buy your packs, right? Get a gold player is 5,000 coins. Everything's pretty well laid out. Zero Chill, this will change with whatever promo they have. So right now we're in the middle of the Zero Chill promo, so that's what they're doing. You got special offers. As you level up, you're going to get special packs in the house. As you can see, I've had this pack chilling. I'm going to buy it. I'm just waiting to see what happens with the Ghosts of Madden Pass that are going to come out on Wednesday. So I'm leaving that pack in there for now, but you'll get packs like this as you level up. This is where you can spend training. Training can also be used to buy packs or players, as you can see here. So come in here, just mess around, look at the store. These are where you can spend your trophies. Trophies are what you get for playing online head-to-head games or solo battles. Solo battles are... we'll talk about solo battles in Weekend League real quick. Solo battles are... games you play against a computer. They're full games, and the harder the difficulty you pick, you can pick an opponent and then pick your difficulty here. So the higher you go up, it tells you what your score will be. But it also, think of it like if you ever played NBA 2K, or if you ever played any game that has adjustable sliders, right? Where you can make your players play better by sliding the sliders one way, make the computer play worse by sliding them down the other way, right? So solo battles is the same concept. When you play solo battles on the hardest possible setting, think of it like playing NBA 2K with all of your sliders turned down and all of the computer sliders turned up. So bad players play way better than they should. Your players don't play as well as they should. But if you can just win the games on the hardest difficulty settings, you can get the legend rewards here. And then it breaks down what the rewards are over there. So I recommend doing these if you have the time. They're a grind. Just make sure you win. It doesn't have to be pretty. If you win all the games on the hardest difficulty settings, you're going to get that 250,000 battle score, and you'll be able to get the max rewards without placing in the top 100. All right. So that's another recommendation that I have for you guys. Weekend League is where probably the best rewards in Madden Ultimate Team are. You get 25 games each weekend if you're qualified to play against other players. You play head-to-head with other players. It runs from Thursday to Monday morning, and you get 25 games. The way you qualify for this is by placing on MVP or better in solo battles, I believe. Let me double-check that for you guys. So it's MVP. Yeah, MVP. Yeah, MVP gets you Weekend League event entry, right? So you can get MVP, you get in, or just finish a regular season, just finish a head-to-head season on any of the upper difficult, anything above rookie or whatever the lowest setting is, anything above rookie will give you qualification in a Weekend League. There's also a knockout tournament that'll start tomorrow. If you win 3 games in a row in the knockout tournament, you're in as well. So there are plenty of ways to qualify. Here's my personal recommendation for playing with Weekend League. I would not play Weekend League or really head-to-head in general until your team is at least 89 to 90 overall, because there are some absolute god squads out there. My team is pretty good and is still not even close to the best team that's in the game right now. So that would just be my personal recommendation, would be to wait until your team is 89 to 90 overall, just to make sure your experience playing Madden Ultimate Team isn't ruined by someone who's got a god squad out there or whatever the case is. So that would just be my recommendation. Obviously, it's up to you. You do whatever you feel most comfortable. That would just be my personal recommendation. I wish someone would have told that to me when I first started playing, because my first few online head-to-head games in MUT in Madden 17 were ugly. All right, so this is what your team is going to look like. Obviously, you can pick your positions, get your players, and put. There's certain chemistries you can put on them to improve stats. All that's broken down to when you go to upgrade. So you can put different chems on them, and as you get their chemistries in sync, it improves their overall. You see this blue number here on Michael Vick and Jim Brown. That means their overall is being boosted by the ratings of the chemistries that we have. So that means the boost from the chemistries are so good, it jumps up their overall by 1, right? So that's kind of what you're looking for. These white overalls are players that are not being boosted by their chems. But you can play with all that too. Like I said, get in here, mess around, see what you like best. Look at the ratings they improve. And same thing on defense. Same thing goes on defense. You can see the overalls here, and everyone in blue is being boosted by their chem, right? So let's talk about abilities. Abilities are new to Madden 20, and abilities are really, really important. Abilities are found over here on the right-hand tab. You can see I have 3 abilities active right now: Devin Hester, Michael Vick, and Randy Moss. Each player, as you upgrade them, can get 3 abilities and 1 X Factor. Right, and you can have 3 active at one time on each side of the ball. So 6 total, 3 on offense, 3 on defense. You can also have a kicker or punter activated with an ability as well. So my recommendation is, if you're going to put 1 ability on a player and have him activated, you might as well put 3 abilities and an X Factor, because he's already going to be activated anyway. So you might as well get the most out of it. And you put abilities on these players with training. Some of the abilities are really expensive, some of them are not. So I would just recommend playing with those, seeing what the abilities do. I'll show you my Michael Vick, for instance, because my Michael Vick is typical of a quarterback that you would see in Madden 20 at this point. So the 3 abilities I have on Michael Vick are Gutsy Scrambler, so he's immune to pressure while he's on the run. So if he's like throwing on the run and there's someone in his face, his throw isn't going to be inaccurate because of that. He's got fast break, so he's in improved ball carrier control on design QB runs. So if I run a QB draw or QB blast, he acts like a running back instead of a quarterback. And then Escape Artist. Escape Artist allows you to scramble behind the line of scrimmage at an impressively fast rate. You're going to face a lot of quarterbacks like that. It's pretty much a must-have for Madden at this point. So if you're going to have a quarterback, make him mobile, make him have Escape Artist. There's really no other option. I mean, you can do the pocket quarterbacks, but you're probably going to be in for a tough time. And then I have Gambler activated, and this means when this is activated, he cannot be intercepted by AI defenders. So with RPOs this year, a lot of them are quick reads and quick throws, and sometimes those can get picked by AI defenders. But if you have Gambler activated, they cannot. So that's why I'll go with that on him, because I throw RPOs a lot. So if I get it activated and I throw an RPO, I know it can't be intercepted. All right, so that's going to do it for abilities. The only other thing that I really wanted to get into here was, if you guys aren't on Twitter, I would recommend getting on Twitter, because a lot of information about Madden Ultimate Team is released on Twitter. I'm going to go over the accounts you should be following to get the most information. So if you're on Twitter, great. If you're not on Twitter, I would recommend doing it, just because you'll learn a lot about the content that's coming and things like that. Also, sign up for Twitch and link your Twitch account to your EA account, because Madden goes live every day on Twitch just to talk about the game and talk about content coming, and they give out free packs. The packs aren't great, but sometimes you can pull some pretty good stuff in them. You get a Twitch drop pack just for linking your account. So I would recommend doing that as well. I'll put a link in this description for how to link your Twitch account, so that'll be there. I'm also going to timestamp this video about the different sections of Madden Ultimate Team that I went over, so you'll be able to jump back and forth to certain sections if you want to recap something, or if you just need to rehear something, whatever the case is. I'll make sure I timestamp it below with when I go over the different sections, okay? So let's jump over to Twitter, and I'll show you what accounts you should be following. Okay, so now we're at Twitter. We're on Twitter's page here. I have my Twitter account pulled up. So this is the official EA Sports Madden Ultimate Team Twitter account. So they tell you every day, go follow these guys, because this is where the content's going to come first. And they're right. So this is somewhere you want to be following, because they'll tweet out when content is live in game, so you're not ripping pads for no reason. And they'll just let you know what's coming and keep you updated on stuff like that. The other account I want to show you, there's 2 other accounts I want to show you. This is a MUT Leaks account. So we're going to click over to MUT Leaks. MUT Leaks leaks stuff before it goes in game, right? So this was leaked 4 hours ago. This stuff didn't go in game until about 3.5 hours ago. So it was leaked beforehand. So follow MUT Leaks, MUT_Leaks20 as well. It's another good account. And then one more we're going to show you is, this guy is Kralo. His name is Kralo. He works for EA. He's a community manager. He's a really good dude, and he is about as transparent as you're going to get for Madden Ultimate Team. So if there are issues with servers, issues with content, anything like that, Kralo is your man to follow, and he will be the one to kind of explain all that stuff for you, and I would definitely recommend following him. So EA Sports_MUT, MUT_Leaks, and then EA_Kralo. Follow those 3 accounts. I'm going to link their Twitter accounts in the description of this video as well. So make sure you're following them. That would be my personal recommendation. It'll make your life a lot easier. Alright guys, so that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed this MUT 101 video. If you did enjoy it, smash that like button, throw a comment down below, let me know what your favorite part was. If you have any additional questions, make sure you hit me up in the comment section as well, or you can follow me on Twitter at McCarley330. I'll be happy to answer questions. We're going to have more videos coming up. I ripped a bundle earlier this week for the Zero Chill, so I have a video coming out about that. We're going to rip a bundle when the Madden Ghost of Madden Pass drops, so be on the lookout for that. Also, I have Randy Moss gameplay coming for you, Randy Moss 100 gameplay coming for you this week as well. So stay tuned, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscription button. You want to subscribe, turn on those bell notifications. Make sure you find out when I drop a video. And also, like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you liked about this video. Let me know if you have any other questions. I would appreciate all the feedback you can get, and I'm happy to answer any other questions. All right, guys, until then, stay tuned. I'll see you next time. Enjoy Madden 20.